Welcome back. Class 1 was the handshake. We met AI, we understood why now is the right time, and we talked about Claude as the tool we're building around. You left with 4 homework tasks. Get your account set up, install Whisperflow and Speechify, have one real conversation with Claude, and subscribe to Paul Lipsky on YouTube. Here's what I found out after Class 1. The biggest barrier wasn't motivation. It was friction. People got excited, went home, opened their laptop, and then couldn't find Claude, or is buried in a browser tab, or they didn't know where to save what they got. The energy was there. The setup wasn't. So that's Class 2. We're not adding new concepts today. We're removing every reason you might open your laptop tomorrow and not use Claude. By the time you leave this room, Claude is one click away on your computer, one click away in your browser, and you have a folder that saves your work. That's the whole class. Computers out. We're doing this together right now. I want to show you something before we start clicking anything. This slide is the reason we're doing Class 2 at all. The left column is what happens to most people after a training like Class 1. They were excited. They went home, and then 4 small frictions stopped them cold. Couldn't find Claude. Tried it on their phone, and it felt clunky. Saved work in the chat, and then lost it when they started a new conversation. Had to type everything because they forgot about Whisperflow. The right column is what today fixes. Desktop app, one click, always there. Chrome extension, help while you're working in your browser. Bookmark, fast access anywhere. Work folder, nothing gets lost. Think about your car. When you first set it up, mirrors, seat position, phone connected. You spend maybe 10 minutes, and then for the next 5 years, you just get in and drive. That's what we're doing today. 10 minutes of setup, so you just drive from here on out. 3 ways to access Claude, and each one has a specific job. You'll use all 3. But knowing which one to reach for makes everything faster. The desktop app is your home base. When you sit down to do real work, write a listing description, draft a full email sequence, research a neighborhood, this is where you go. It has co-work mode, file access, the full experience. The Chrome extension is your on-the-fly assistant. You're browsing MLS, click the extension, ask Claude to summarize the listing for your buyer. You're reading a client email, highlight it, ask Claude to draft a reply. It floats right alongside whatever you're already doing. The web bookmark is your quick access fallback. When you're on your phone, on a different computer, or just need a fast answer without opening the full app, drag Claude AI to your bookmark bar right now while I'm talking. Takes 3 seconds. Step 1. We're installing the desktop app together right now. Follow along. Don't get ahead of me. Don't fall behind. If you hit a snag, raise your hand and someone will help you. Open your browser and go to Claude. AI download. You'll see buttons for Mac and Windows. Click yours. The file downloads in about 10 seconds. Open it and follow the installer. It's a standard next install flow. Takes about 60 seconds. Sign in with the same email you used to set up your Claude account in Class 1. If you don't have an account yet, no judgment. Create one now. It takes 2 minutes. Last step, and this is important. Claude is already running after the install, so look at your taskbar right now. You'll see the Claude icon sitting there. Right-click it and choose Pin to Taskbar. That's it. Now it's permanent. Even after you close the app, the icon stays. On Mac, drag it to your dock. Claude should be one click away at all times, not buried in your applications folder, not something you have to search for. One click, always waiting. Raise your hand when you can see the Claude icon in your taskbar or dock. I'll wait. Step 2, the Chrome extension. This one is a game changer, and we're installing it right now while you're here, so you leave with it working. Open Google Chrome, not Edge, not Firefox Chrome. The direct link to the Claude extension is in your AI bookmark folder, the one we just built. Click it or type this address, Chrome Web Store, google.com/detail/Claude/FCOAOB, gpalco.com, alpha.com/FTO/Claude/Coeo/Coe/Hamji-Com6Sumchi. Sef Chayamis is it means it wakam dots, and you're actually sharpening your mind. com/detail/F isn't just for your muscle/cod/yanarkubapsi. No searching, no guessing which one is official. One click and you're on the right page. Click Add to Chrome and confirm. Once it's installed, pin it. Click the puzzle piece icon in the top right corner of Chrome. That's your extensions menu. Find Claude and click the pin icon next to it. Now, the Claude logo lives permanently in your Chrome toolbar. Here's how you'll use it. You're on an MLS listing page. Click Claude. Ask it to summarize the listing for a buyer in 3 bullet points. You're reading a client email, click Claude, ask it to draft a professional reply. You're on a Zillow page, ask it what questions a smart buyer should ask about this property. It sees whatever page you're on. Raise your hand when you can see the Claude icon pinned in your Chrome toolbar. Step 3. We're not just bookmarking Claude. We're building your entire AI toolkit into one place on your bookmark bar, so you never have to hunt for any of these tools again. Right-click on your bookmark bar, the bar just below your address bar in Chrome. Choose New Folder. Name it AI. Short label, more room on your bar for everything else. Hit Save. Now go to each tool. The links are on the next slide. Open the page, then drag the URL from your address bar into the AI folder. Do it for all 6. Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, NotebookLM, WhisperFlow, and Speechify. You can do this in under 2 minutes. From now on, every AI tool you use in this course is one click away. Click AI on your bookmark bar, see the whole list, pick what you need. That's the whole system. Raise your hand when you have an AI folder on your bookmark bar with Claude inside it. We'll add the rest on the next slide together. We've covered the desktop app, the Chrome extension, and the bookmark folder. There's a fourth access point that I think is actually going to be the most important one for a lot of you, especially if you're out in the field more than you're sitting at a desk. Claude has a phone app, iPhone and Android, free. And it's the same Claude you use everywhere else, same account, same capabilities, same quality of answers. You just access it from your phone instead of your computer. Installing it takes about 30 seconds. Open the App Store if you're on an iPhone or Google Play if you're on Android. Search Claude. Tap Install. Sign in with the same email you use on your computer. That's it. One account across every device you own. Once it's installed, add it to your home screen so it's one tap away, not buried in a folder on the home screen. Because when you need it in the field, you need it fast. Go ahead and do that now. Open your App Store, search Claude, install it, sign in. Raise your hand when it's on your phone and you're signed in. Now let me show you exactly where this pays off, because I want you to walk out of here with specific pictures in your head, not just a vague idea that the phone app is useful. Scenario 1, listing appointment. You're sitting in your car in the driveway 2 minutes before you walk in. You pull up Claude on your phone and say, give me 5 likely seller objections for a home that's been on market 60 plus days. Claude gives you 5. You're ready. You walk in with answers to questions they haven't even asked yet. That's not luck. That's a 15-second prep routine. Scenario 2, during the showing, your buyer looks at you and asks, what's the flood zone designation on this property? Or, does this neighborhood have an HOA? You don't know off the top of your head. Old answer, I'll find out and get back to you. New answer, you pull out your phone, ask Claude, read the answer out loud in 15 seconds. You never left the room. You never broke the flow of the showing. You look like you know everything. Scenario 330, right after you leave. You're still in the driveway. You have 60 seconds before the details start fading. Open Claude, tap the microphone, and dictate everything you noticed. The roof looked questionable. Buyer loved the backyard. She mentioned her lease ends in April. Then ask Claude to turn that into a follow-up text you can send right now. By the time you pull out of the driveway, your follow-up is done. The agents who win aren't the ones with the most experience. They're the ones who are most prepared and most responsive. This phone app is how you compete on both. This is your reference slide. Everything on here goes into your AI bookmark folder. You already started that on the last slide, so now let's finish it. Column 1, Claude and ChatGPT. You've already got Claude set up. ChatGPT is at Chat OpenAI.com. Same idea, different AI brain. Both are worth having. Add both to your AI folder. The Claude Chrome extension link is on this slide. That's the direct address to the official extension. No searching required. Column 2, Gemini and NotebookLM. Both are Google tools. If you have a Gmail account, you're already signed in. No new password. Gemini is Gemini. Google. NotebookLM is NotebookLM. Google. You upload a document and then have a conversation with it. We'll go deep on NotebookLM later in the course. For now, just bookmark it. Column 3, Wisp, Flow, and Speechify. WhisperFlow is a desktop app. It's not a Chrome extension, so you go to WhisperFlow, AI to download it. Speechify has a Chrome extension. That link is on the slide. Both of these are voice tools. WhisperFlow speaks your prompts in. Speechify reads Claude's answers out. You can bookmark WhisperFlow, AI in your AI folder, even though it's a desktop app. It's a reminder it exists. Take 2 minutes and add all 6 to your AI folder right now. When you're done, click the AI folder on your bookmark bar and make sure you can see all 6. That's your complete AI toolkit ready to go for every class from here on out. Now, I need to show you something that most people skip, and it's the reason they lose the best work Claude ever did for them. Claude's chat history is not a filing cabinet, it is a conversation log. When you start a new session, it does not remember the last one. Whatever you got from Claude, a listing description you loved, a follow up email sequence, a market research summary, if you don't copy it out and save it, it is gone the moment the chat session ends. Think of the chat window as your whiteboard. You brainstorm on it, you work things out on it, but at the end of the session, you take a photo of the whiteboard and file it. That's your Claude work folder. Let's create it right now. Open OneDrive, and I want to be specific about this. OneDrive, not your documents folder, not your desktop. Here's why that matters. Desktops break. Computers get stolen, they die, they get dropped. If your Claude work folder only lives on your computer, the moment that computer is not accessible, everything in it is gone. OneDrive syncs to the cloud automatically. Your work is on your phone, on any computer you log into, at the office, at home, everywhere. That's the whole point. Inside OneDrive, create a new folder, call it Claude Work. Inside it, create 5 subfolders: listings, client emails, market research, templates, and Claude.ai dump. Templates is where you'll save your best prompts so you can reuse them. Your prompts are valuable. Build a library of them. Claude.ai dump is your catch-all for anything you create in the Chrome extension or the browser version of Claude. Here's why that matters. The Chrome extension is powerful, but the moment you close it, that conversation is gone. If you got something good, a listing description, a quick email, anything, copy it and drop a file in Claude.ai dump. It becomes your staging area. Nothing slips through the cracks, no matter which version of Claude you were using. Raise your hand when your Claude work folder is created with all 5 subfolders. This slide is a reference card, not a sorting system. I don't want you spending 30 seconds deciding which subfolder something belongs in. That's not your job anymore. Here's the workflow I want you to use. When you get something out of Claude that you think you might want again, a listing description, a follow-up sequence, a prompt that worked really well, just copy it and drop it in one place. Call it your dump folder. Don't rename it, don't file it, don't think about it. Just dump it there and move on. Then, the next time you open a co-work session with Claude, it will look at what's in that folder, tell you what's worth keeping, suggest where it belongs, and either move it for you or tell you it can go. You can even set it up to do that automatically every time you start your computer. The only rule I want you to follow right now is this: save more than you think you need to. You can always delete later. You cannot recreate a prompt that worked perfectly if you never saved it. When in doubt, dump it. Before anybody leaves today, I want every single person in this room to have all 5 of these checked, not 4, 5. Desktop app installed and pinned. One click from your taskbar or dock at all times. Chrome extension installed and pinned, visible in your toolbar right now. Claude, I bookmark. You can click it without typing anything. Claude work folder created with your 5 subfolders. And number 5, one piece of output already saved in that folder. That last one matters. I want you to open Claude right now. Ask it anything. Write a 2-sentence description of your favorite listing you've ever had. Draft a quick hello email to a past client. Generate 5 ideas for a social media post. Copy the output. Paste it into a Word doc. Save it to your Claude work folder. That's it. The habit starts today, not next week. Help your neighbor. If the person next to you is stuck on any of these 5, walk them through it. We don't leave until everyone is set up. Next week is class 3, Build the Day You Actually Want with Claude, and you'll actually be ready for it because you did this today. 2 classes in. Class 1 was the why. Why now? Why Claude? Why this matters. Class 2 was the foundation, getting you set up so nothing gets in your way. Here's the difference between where you were 2 weeks ago and where you are right now. 2 weeks ago, AI was something you'd heard about. Today, Claude is on your taskbar, in your browser, bookmarked, and you already have your first saved output. That is not a small thing. Most agents in this county don't have what you have right now. Next week, Build the Day You Actually Want with Claude. We're going to take 2 real tasks from your actual business and run them through Claude side by side. You'll see how fast this gets when the friction is gone. See you next Thursday. Before you leave, one more thing, and this one changes the way Claude works for you from here on out. Right now, every time you open a new conversation with Claude, it starts fresh. It doesn't know your name. It doesn't know you sell real estate in Citrus County. It doesn't know you work mostly with buyers, or that you have 15 years of experience, or that you like concise answers. Every session, you're starting from zero. Your About Me file fixes that. It's a simple document, a page or two, that lives in your Claude work folder. Anytime you start a session, you drop it in, and Claude immediately knows who you are, what you do, and how you like to work. No re-explaining, no repeating yourself. You just paste and go. Here's your assignment. Open Claude, use the desktop app or Claude AI, and paste exactly this prompt. I want to create a personal context file so you always know who I am. Ask me questions one at a time about my role, my clients, my market, and how I like to communicate until you have enough to write it. Start with your first question. Claude will ask you questions. Answer them. When it's done, ask it to save the file to your Claude work folder. The whole thing takes about 10 minutes. You only do it once. Do this before class 3. When you walk in next week with your About Me file already built, you'll be ready to move twice as fast as everyone who skipped it.